Reactive stores rarely pause long enough to evaluate what's actually happening. They just keep responding. But strong stores usually create intentional reset points. And those reset points change decision making completely. Hi, I'm Shelley Antone. I've generated over $1.7 million selling on TPT. And one thing I know is this: stores become much easier to manage when decisions become more intentional. And intentional stores usually create regular review rhythms. Some TPT sellers operate in constant motion, creating, updating, responding, optimizing, managing. But eventually, constant activity starts creating overwhelm. Because without intentional review, stores slowly become reactive. That's why monthly resets can become extremely valuable. A reset creates space to evaluate what is actually working, what is creating friction, what deserves more focus, what no longer matters, where is momentum increasing, where is complexity growing. Those questions help stores operate strategically instead of emotionally, because strong stores usually create rhythms for reflection, evaluation, and recalibration, not just constant execution. Honestly, this became more important as my store grew. There were too many moving parts to manage effectively without intentional review systems. And once I started creating more structured resets, decision making became much more clear because the store stopped feeling like constant reaction. Strong TPT stores usually create structure, review rhythms, and better decisions because sustainable growth requires more than constant activity. Sometimes the most valuable thing a store can do is pause long enough to evaluate the system itself. If you want help identifying what is currently limiting your TPT growth, use the free TPT Growth Constraint Finder found below. It will help you pinpoint the constraints so that you can make clear growth decisions. Before you go, help me understand. If you stopped everything today and reviewed your store, what would concern you the most right now? Visibility, sales, creation, organization? Tell me below. And in the next set of videos, we're going to start breaking down why some TPT stores scale smoothly, while others hit invisible growth ceilings. I will see you in the next video.